Hi soul friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Miriam and I'm here to do a pick a card reading on what is your soul trying to say to you at this time. This is a timeless reading. Remember, regardless of what your individual beliefs, tarot is either your spirit guides coming through to give you advice, or it is your subconscious mind simply helping you through life's ponders. Either way, that is healthy and you are in the right place. We have 4 piles in front of you, piles 1, 2, 3, and 4. We are using the soul cards, which are a series of cards that I got. I have the first and second deck. And then we are using the Ink Witch Tarot deck for all of the readings as well. Even if you pick a red or blue pile, you will be getting cards from both oracle decks today. So go ahead and pick whichever pile is speaking to you, and we will see you in your individual readings. Bye. Hello, pile 1, and if you selected this pile, here is your reading on what your soul is trying to say to you. We have Ace of Swords, King of Pentacles, ooh, and Queen of Swords. So it looks like you've been going at it for a while by yourself, pile number 1. I'm also seeing this independent streak with you, with this cat charm that you chose, as well as this personal protection that you seem to have surrounded yourselves with. This is a general reading and I'm dropping things and it's super fun. But I do see an impressive nightlife for you. And just a nice social life as well is what I'm picking up right off the bat. I'm not seeing a loneliness with you either, like independent-minded people who like to work hard, play hard. Also, with the Ace of Swords, you are stepping into your own in this role. Okay, let's go ahead and just get a couple more tarot cards for this group. Perfect. Temperance and Page of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm also seeing a little bit of inexperience in taking care of your finances or your money. And so your guides are coming through saying that as you get more independent, as you work by yourself and you're paying your own bills, looks like in some cases, setting up maybe your own loans, your own finances and your places that you live, etc., your cars, vehicles, yada yada, to save your money and always prepare for the future, especially since you are on your own and not planning on changing that anytime soon. And this doesn't necessarily mean that you're single. It could mean a lot of different things. So let's go ahead and see what your soul cards have to say. Pile number 1, what is your soul trying to say to you during this period? Okay. A couple more of the first deck here. This one jumped right out. Number 1, what is your soul saying to you about this time? This alone time. Okay. Move these up a bit so that we can have some space for all of your cards to get in here. Okay. I don't always have the best setup when it comes to setting up these decks, but let's go ahead and take a look at what we have. We have this interesting looking fellow. The thing about soul cards that I like is that they don't have words on them. There's nothing to influence you other than the imagery themselves. So let's see what this one has to say. Oh, that was my stomach you might have heard gurgling. Okay, so what I'm picking up from these soul cards, y'all, is, and this is what your soul is trying to communicate to you at this time, is that you are coming into your own. And so I'm almost picturing this person like dancing alone in a subway or doing some kind of weird interpretive art in a subway, just for the sake of the art itself. So some free spirit energy is what I'm seeing your guides kind of push you towards. Also, I'm seeing this idea of this dual self that you might be having, this idea of this older, responsible you versus this younger, more youthful, fiery you that likes to dance in the subway interpretively. Okay. I'm also seeing a message of protection from your guardians. Okay. And that during this time, what you really need to focus on, pile number one, is grounding yourself into the earth with all of this wonderful independent air energy that I'm seeing. There is this message of temperance, balance, save your money, ground yourself. Okay, so do some maybe meditations on root chakras and your lower chakras from the sacral chakra down to help keep you rooted in reality. But I'm overall seeing like this awesome independent streak of you just really coming into your own, honing your own energy and being content with that. And that's beautiful. So I hope you have a wonderful day, pile number one. As far as what your soul is saying overall, it's just saying own you. Stay grounded while you embark on this awesome adventure called life. If you liked this reading, please give me some comments on how it resonated with you. Also, please, please, please leave me comments on ideas for readings you'd like to see in the future. Please like and subscribe if you liked this video, and thank you as always for being here. Stay safe, stay savvy. We will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hi, pile number two. If you picked this pile, this is all about what is your soul trying to say to you at this time. So let's go ahead and start with some tarot right off the bat. We've got two cards that just jumped right out at us. The others. This one and this one. Okay, so we have the Lovers. We also have the Eight of Wands, the Empress, and the Five of Cups. Okay, so what I'm seeing right now off the bat, pile number two, is that there is this new thing that you've found. It has just gotten here very swiftly, came out of nowhere, surprised you. Could be a romance. It could also be just this amazing opportunity that presented itself to you, and you just can't believe that the earth has provided such a wonderful opportunity, and so much so that it's basically making you feel like this Five of Cups energy is finally in the past for you. I don't know if this is something that you've been dealing with for your whole life, some kind of a loneliness that you have been enduring, some kind of fulfillment that isn't being realized. Okay, but this new energy that's coming in has been very positive, and so I'm seeing the tendency maybe to expect this to come back. So that might cause you to distrust some of this. But overall, what I'm seeing right here is very, very positive. Pile number 2. So let's go ahead and get some soul cards. Let's start with the blue deck, which is the first deck. These cards don't have any words or numbers. They're just images. And this is a topic of what is your soul trying to communicate to you right now. So let's just see what your soul has to say. Pile number 2. Then let's also take the red soul cards deck. This is from the sequel deck, Soul Cards 2. Also, once again, no numbers or words appear on these cards. They are just images. These 3 just popped right for you. So let's go ahead and put those down for pile number 2. Okay, here we go. Let's look and see what your soul has to say about this new fortunate situation with which you find yourself. Pile number 2. Let's go ahead and make room for all these wonderful cards that are going to come through. I apologize for all my sniffling. First off, here we go. Oh, this is interesting. Sorry for the glares. Let me try to doing this, and there's my silhouette. Trying to get it to where you can see the picture better. Okay. There's the face. It's kind of funny too, with these cards, there are pictures of them on the backs of these boxes that they come in. And so those would give you an idea of like which way they're supposed to be interpreted. Okay. But I'm not even paying attention to that. I'm just shuffling and going along. But right here we have a face and maybe a volcano, maybe some mountainous stuff, maybe some falling imagery. But there is that card for you. Now let's look at the red cards and see what they have to show us. This one's very beautiful. I'm getting quite a lover's vibe from this one as well. Also getting one from this one as well. So what I'm seeing from this pile number 2 is that you have this unexpected, serendipitous, wonderful energy that is coming through, something that you've been waiting for your whole life, something that you never thought was going to happen because of this energy that I see here, okay? And it's kind of giving you this topsy-turvy, upside down, not sure which way to look because you've been so blindsided by this like fortunate event, okay? And this is a general reading. It could be a romance, it could be a new job, it could be a new business opportunity, a new place that you just moved. I am getting an emotional attachment to whatever this thing is, something that's like, I never thought this would happen, and now it's finally happening, and I'm freaking out. Your guides are coming through to say that even though you feel topsy-turvy because this is absolutely something that you do deserve, okay? Pile number 2, and I don't want you to feel like this is going to come back to you if you let down your guard. That is something that I really want for anyone that I meet to feel, is this idea that, you know, that you have these things to look forward to, that you deserve these good things to happen to you, and that it's not just going to come crashing down around you, if that makes any sense. Okay. Even in the symbolism of the rock that you chose, this is just a little rock I found in my driveway that was just a little bit snowy white compared to the rest. And as you can see, it's seen its share of wear, right? But it's also this little positive stone that I feel like is kind of like that diamond in the rough scenario of like, you went through some nitty gritty, but it's finally time to enjoy all this great stuff. So trust it, even though you might feel topsy-turvy, enjoy being topsy-turvy and just take in the world from that view, sort of like a hanged man energy, okay? And congratulations on whatever this wonderful thing is that's happened to you. Go ahead and comment in the comment section to let me know what sort of awesome stuff has happened to you. Also, give me some comments on readings you'd like to see in the future, things that resonated for you, things that didn't. And thank you so much. Stay safe, stay savvy. We will see you in the next one. Take care. Hello, pile 3. And if this is the pile that you picked, here is your reading for what your soul is saying to you. Goodness gracious. Page of Pentacles. Okay, so here's what I'm picking up for you right off the bat. Pile number 3 is this idea that you're coming into some money, or you've been saving some money, okay? I'm not sure if it's because of a vice you had in the past, or if saving your money is becoming a vice. Let me dig into that a little bit deeper. We have the 8 of Pentacles in strength. Yeah, I think at this point it's safe to say, and what I'm picking up is that your guides are saying to you that your need to save money is becoming in itself some kind of vice, a way that you are not shirking your duties, but not dealing with life in the life lessons that your guides wish that you would be embarking on right now, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's see if we can get some clarity with our soul cards. These cards don't have numbers or words, they just have images. And pretty fun little deck if you feel comfortable without having that same numerical or word guidance. All you have are the pictures. So let's see what we got here. These two are standing out to me. Let's do this one right over here. Let's go ahead and let you look at that. See their faces. I apologize for the glare. And then this one. See it this way. It did come out this way. To me, it looks like something growing or crawling out of something that is already passed. Okay, let's look and see here. Oh, if I start coughing, I apologize. I am trying so hard not to cough on camera. Let's get some of the red ones and see what they have to say to you. And we will interpret those other ones we already pulled here in just a sec. Sorry. Okay, pile number 3. So what I'm seeing for your soul message with these 2 cards is this idea that getting some reversal energies from them, even though who knows what right side up is with these. I know there are some pictures on the backs of the boxes that kind of give you an idea of what the original interpretation upright should be. But I am getting some reversal energy with these 2 top cards in that there's something about your third eye and your throat chakra that are out of balance, and your soul is trying to bring that forth. It's like you're so busy staying buttoned down that you're not expressing yourself or giving yourself the freedom to express yourself in a way that is conductive towards you evolving soul-wise. Does that make sense? So over here we have like almost like you're sleeping and your soul guide is up here trying to get your attention. But with the reversal of this, I'm feeling this reversal of it's not getting through to you. Does that make sense? So with that being said, it looks like your soul is trying to get you to understand that there's some sort of letting go that needs to take place, some relaxing, some abandon, I guess is the word I'm looking for here. And so let's look and see what these ones have to say. I'm interested. Ooh, yes. See this thing kind of springing up out of this character here, this idea of like growing something, right? You've grown and nurtured something for so long that I think your soul is finally saying that it's time to unleash that into the world at this time. Ooh, pretty. Anytime I see a star like that, we got the earth. It looks like you've got divine protection around you and some magic in your life, which is beautiful. And then we also have, oh my, see, okay, see the eye and how it's speaking, right? This gives me the same type of feeling of what's being stifled in your life right now, this idea of stifling what you have to say or stifling even what you think, in this idea of saving it, saving up for something. Does that make sense? Like you're saving up for something and you don't need to anymore. You can just let that go. What are you saving up for? Like sort of like buying a cute new outfit, but you're not going to wear it until you feel cute enough to wear it instead of just throwing the thing on and enjoying it. Does that make sense? Not wearing that new pair of shoes because you're saving them so that they stay new. Well, if they are never worn, then you'll never enjoy them. So what I'm getting here with these reversal energies, your soul is saying to you to let go, to speak your mind, to meditate on what's even inside your mind, like you haven't even really considered that yet. And this idea of what is this innermost you, and even the symbol of this wolf, this lone wolf atmosphere of like, separate yourself, abandon yourself a little bit. Don't worry about being the head of the pack or the leader of the pack. Just simply be you. You've got protection and fortune on your side. And it's time to share your strength and your wisdom on how you got all of these wonderful things by even learning or meditating and expressing to yourself what is in your mind. What sort of things do you still want? What sort of things do you still want to teach? Okay, what sort of accomplishments do you want to celebrate? What sorts of things do you need protection from? Okay, was there advice that you had in the past that you're still making up for, and you don't need to anymore? There's something wonderful coming up out of you that I'm seeing that your soul is ready to share with the world, if that makes sense. And so with that being said, pile number 3, that's wonderful positive energy, beautiful cards. I hope you take this to heart because I am feeling some positive turnaround for you, okay? And some good fortunate things ahead, some beautiful things that you're going to show the world. Once again, meditate on your third eye and your throat chakras and see how speaking your truth and speaking what you've learned and letting go and not holding it back so hard, how that affects you in your life. And then let me know in the comments how things turn out. Let me know how things resonate. Also, let me know ideas on readings you'd like to see in the future. As always, thank you so much. Please like and subscribe if you like my readings. And as always, stay safe, stay savvy. We will see you in the next one. Bye, bye, bye. Hi there, pile number 4. So if you picked this as your pile, here is your reading on what your soul wants to say to you right now. Goodness, it's ready to talk. That's for sure. Can I get more? There we go. All right, pile number 4. Let's look and see. We have the 3 of Swords reversed, the 2 of Wands, and the Page of Cups. So what I'm already seeing right off the bat here is that, excuse me, you are totally and completely coming into a new energy, pile number 4. And with that, I'm seeing that you picked this whole heart. And usually, if you're familiar with tarot at all, the 3 of Swords is usually a heart with like 3 swords just like stabbing it, right? In this case, it's what are those, unicorn wheels? Sorry, my bad. But they're like skewering this bird, it looks like, right? Which looks like a slaying of peace to me is what I'm seeing. But it's reversed, which means to me the exact opposite, which says that possibly you've sustained this kind of pain in the past. However, you are over it. You've climbed over that mountain and you are over that hurt. Does that make sense? This is a general reading, so it could mean that some of you just made it past the hurt 100%, that you narrowly escaped some hurt, or that you used your skills in a way that helped you avoid trouble, and you're aware of that, and you're like, ooh, I need to do more stuff like that in my life. We also have the 2 of Wands. In this case, I'm seeing this like planning taking place for you, that you are a planner, that you are someone who possibly, once again, somebody who avoids danger or bad, unfortunate events simply by being the skilled planner that you are. Okay. But this new energy that's coming in is this new emotional energy that's making you feel a little bit like a fish out of water. Okay. You're not too far out of it, but you're going on a little crazy ride there, looks like, in your emotional state. Maybe you got some unexpected news that's making you have to consider things in a different way. There's going to be an emotional toll on you that you didn't used to have to calculate before. But it's a positive thing. Does that make sense? So maybe some of you are entering into a new relationship. Maybe some of you are entering into a new place to live, a new job, new companionship, new sets of friends, good times, and that it's a little bit different from that energy that you normally have. I'm a planner, that's how I avoid stuff like this, okay, or this is how I get over stuff like this. And this is coming into your life right now at exactly the right time, and your soul is saying it's time for you to learn something new. Okay, all this is well and good, and it's served you well, but now it's time to see what adventure feels like, what letting go feels like a little bit, and just kind of just letting that beginner mind kind of take place. Let's go ahead and see what the blue soul cards have to say. These cards don't have numbers or words, they're just images. I do shuffle them haphazardly, and so if they come up upside down, we would have to look at the back of the box to even know which is right side up in some cases. But that's kind of what I like about these cards. So let's go ahead, and I feel like this one's going to go this way. And I feel like this one's going to go this way. And then let's go ahead and get some red from Soul Cards 2. And pile one pile I think just got 2, and then maybe they had an extra tarot card in there. The other piles have been getting 3s. We'll see what pops out for you. If nothing pops out for you, I might just cut the deck and pick them myself. Oh, no, here we go. Here's 2. And you know, I think that's enough. I think we've got what we need. Okay. If not, we can always sneak more. Pile number 4. Okay, so let's see what we've got. Oh my. Getting a strong Queen of Swords vibe from this card. And the way that they're sitting with their hand out and the sword in their hand. If you're familiar with tarot, you'll know what I'm talking about. And this reminds me of that painting or that statue, The Thinker. All right, let's look and see what else we have. Okay. Okay, so I'm getting some wonderful vibes from these cards, y'all. So let's talk about it. In this one, we have this very stoic, very serious masculine energy, but I'm also getting the Queen of Swords energy because it looks a lot like the Queen of Swords. I like how these are kind of androgynous cards as well, because that way you don't get hung up on, well, I'm a guy, so it can't be about me. But this independent atmosphere, this planning atmosphere, this always on the ready, right? And how you avoid that heartache. It's how you kept your heart whole. Now you're on this new ride of adventure and new things coming about. And so your guides or your soul is telling you that you've put down roots long enough, okay? Sitting and thinking about these things and planning. The foundation is there, okay? And it's time to now become this fabulous thing that you've been creating within yourself. I'm getting a lot of star energy from this. If you're familiar with tarot, of that figure, the woman kneeling on the bank, pouring water into the pool, and then also pouring water out onto the ground. There's this idea of cyclical balance and harmony and going with the flow and getting what you deserve and loving what you see about yourself, maybe loving what you're seeing in somebody else, and just really allowing the situation or allowing yourself to be how you are and how you've cultivated yourself with all that careful planning and seriousness. Okay, you've now got to a point where they're saying it's okay. Your soul is saying it's okay to now kind of branch out. Notice how these cards also got more colorful as we got to the lower cards on the bottom here. I feel like that's a positive sign that it's time for you to unleash yourself out into the world. Pile number 4, that all that planning and meticulous care is served its course, and now it's time for you to kind of flourish a little bit and get out there and kind of get a little freaky. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, I don't know if that sounds specific to any particular one of you, but get a little freaky is coming into my mind. Don't hold down things so tight, okay? Overall, you know, for all these readings, I'm getting a loosen up, enjoy life a little bit more kind of vibe, and that's just great. So go ahead and leave me some comments on how this reading resonated for you. Also, if you want readings in the future that you'd like to see me do, please leave those comments as well. Always like and subscribe to my channel if you're enjoying my readings. And as always, stay safe, stay savvy. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. We will see you in the next one, soul friends. Bye-bye.